Okay, let's get started. I have the Instant Pot on Sauté. I need to get some tongs. Forgot about that. Here's my meat. It's chuck. It's 4.19 pounds. I'm going to sear it a little bit. I did wash it, trim off some of the fat. I have about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in there. And this is a 10-quart Instant Pot, so I should be able to get all of it in here. Just sear it a little bit. Take this over to the sink. I'm going to put it in this bowl, and it's time to take it out. You don't have to sear it. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really taste the difference when I do. It's just, I do it usually when I make this. Some people, when they make their pot roast, sear the meat. Some don't. It's just a preference. Whatever you want to do. Other ingredients we'll be using: the Hidden Valley Ranch. I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce, pepperoncini peppers and the juice, some beef broth. You need gravy or Au Jus packet. I have onion gravy. Some onions, some red onions. I bought them fresh, chopped them up and froze them for later. Again, trying to use up stuff that's in the freezer in the pantry. This chuck roast is in the freezer as well. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take it out now. Next step will be to put the onions in. And I had the Instant Pot on Sauté on normal setting for Sauté. And that's what the meat looks like. Just browned a little bit on these sides. Deglaze the pot with the onions. You're supposed to use a small onion. But I'm just going to put every onion I want in here. Especially since I have onion gravy. It's going to be going in. I can go back in the freezer. And if you don't have a lot of moisture in your Instant Pot, which I don't, you can add a little bit of the beef broth. And I'm using fat-free reduced sodium beef broth. Since I really didn't have anything stuck at the bottom, because that's what you're doing, is deglazing the pot with the onions, I can go ahead to the next step. And that's add the pepperoncinis and the juice. I'm adding all in there. I'm gonna keep this jar. I don't know what I'll put in there, but I'll put something in there. Onion gravy packet. And you gotta stir as you add this, because if you don't, it'll clump. I almost forgot about that. And let's see how much broth. 3/4 cup. I'm going to do a cup. When you're doing the Instant Pot, you need at least a cup of liquid, which I have that because I poured in that pepperoncini juice, but just to be on the safe side. And I already had a little bit of the beef broth in there. I'll put the onions in. Okay. Gotta add the ranch and the Worcestershire sauce. Since I don't have the packet, you add 2 to 3 tablespoons. Ranch has become hard. It's a little over 1. So what I'm going to do is try to get 2 heaping tablespoons. Here we go. I'll add a little bit more of the loose stuff in there. There we go. And a little Worcestershire sauce. And I'm going to stir to combine this all. And then I'm going to add the meat back. And we'll start the pressure cooking. Of the roast. Okay. I still have it on the Sauté, but I'll cancel it and start the pressure cook when I get everything back in. And that's pretty much it. You're gonna set it. I set mine for 1.5 hours on pressure cook. I used to do it for an hour, but I found that meat was still a little tough. So then I tried 1:15, but I found that 1:30 is the magic number. So we had to hit cancel to stop the saute. I'm gonna put the lid on here. Hear that little music, you know it's on, right? Put it on sealing. Make sure I got everything in there. Yep. Now we're gonna set it to pressure cook. And I'm gonna go up to 1.5 hours. There we go. Move that stuff back out of the way a little bit. I'll move it down here. Okay. That's it. I'll be back when it's ready. Okay. Our Mississippi pot roast completed its 1:30 cook in the Instant Pot, and it's been counting down for 16 minutes. So we need to release the rest of the pressure. It's been doing the natural pressure release for the 16 minutes. We'll do the rest of it. And in case I need to thicken up the gravy, I have some cornstarch. And I'll get some water, make a little slurry if I need that. But when you make this, you don't want to open the pot and release the pressure right away. You want it to naturally release 15 minutes. Because if you do it right away, as soon as the time is up for the cook time, it'll be tough. smells good in here. I have my pit bull mix. You can't see him, he's not in camera shot, but he's here sniffing the air like, I smell something good. I'm like, I know you do. Again, this is a 10-quart Instapot. They don't sell these anymore, unfortunately. I got mine. I found it off of Facebook Marketplace. And the lady lived maybe 5 minutes from me when I bought it. Just bought it last month, actually, in December of 23. She had never used it. So I gave it a good cleaning, and I've been using it. Excuse me, I've been using it. I've made boiled the eggs in there for the deviled eggs about 3 times now. And this is the first meal I've made in it. I've got to make some rice too. I'll probably get the smaller Instapot and make the rice in that. I don't have any potatoes, and this is a part of the pantry challenge. I'm not going to the store to buy any potatoes. I have like 3 sweet potatoes, and I can make maybe some candy yams, but I don't know if candy yams and pot roast go together. I mean, I wouldn't put it in the same pot. It would be, the candy yams would be a side, but I don't know. But I do know you can put this over rice, and it is phenomenal. You can't see it from that angle, but there's the little red button back there. That's the pressure valve, and once all the pressure's out, you'll hear a little click, and then it'll drop down. Let me see if I turn it. But that's what I was talking about. It's clicked and it's dropped down. So now, I always turn it back to venting, so I don't remember next time I use it. But now it's safe to open it. And you can use these little handles there for the lid. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the slurry. Make that slurry. Look how tender that is. I'm gonna bring you in closer so you can see. So what I'm going to do, canceling that, I'm going to put it on Sauté. I can push it. I'll get a little water and I'll put a little of this cornstarch in here, make a slurry, and that'll thicken up the gravy. I got that made up. Just going to pour that in there. We'll stir that around, and that should thicken up the gravy a little bit. Gonna let that go for a little bit. Look how tender that is. See, it's just falling apart. See, I can just break pieces off. But you see how easy that is to make in an Instapot? And you just let that saute simmer basically until you get your gravy to the thickness you want. Then you can put potatoes in there and you serve it with potatoes. You can serve it on top of potatoes. You can serve it on top of mashed potatoes. We're going to do it over rice. And I'm going to make the rice in another Instapot. And if we have any rice left over, we might make a rice pudding in a few days. And a lot of times, my sister and I, we don't eat all of this, so I'll freeze the rest, and then, you know, a month or so later, when I want some more, I'll just put it in the Instapot, the frozen pot roast, basically let it heat up, and it's another instant meal. But you can see it bubbling. See if I can bring you a little closer. You can really see it bubbling now. It's already gotten thicker. But that's it. Again, if you've never made this, you really need to make it because it is really good. Well, that's it, YouTube family. Thanks for coming along. There's my pit bull. You see him behind me? I don't know, you can see the black German Shepherd. I got a husky. Those are my boys, my peeps, my little kids. I have fur babies. Okay, I thought some of you might want to see me make the rice in the Instant Pot. This is my 6-quart Instant Pot. It's just regular white rice, which I washed. Oh, I missed. No, it wasn't there. Okay. And I'll cook mine in chicken broth or chicken stock. Gives it flavor. So for every cup of rice, I use at least 1/4 cup of broth. There's one. I'm gonna do pretty much 3 cups just in case. You don't want to get a burn notice. So there's that, the broth. Put the rice in there. Make sure it's under the broth. Okay. Clean hands, don't forget. And I only add one more thing, and that's those pinch of, gosh, good curl everywhere. Pinch of salt. And once it's done, of course, you'll add more salt if you need it, and butter. So, this one plays a different little ditty. And I'll bring you in front of the Instant Pot so you can see me program it. I always say cancel first. Make sure whatever program I had before is off. Some pressure cook, but I only need 7 minutes. I have it on sealing already, and that's it. I'll be back when it's ready. It's already starting up to get the pressure anyway. And once it's done with the 7 minutes, we'll let it do a natural release for 10 minutes before we open it. Be back. Okay, the rice is done. It's been naturally releasing for 13 minutes. I'm going to drink the rest of it out. Don't think it'll take as long as the meat did. Of course it didn't. It dropped. Okay. I'm going to bring you up so you can see inside of the pan. Oh, jeez. There's always something in it. Did not get a burn notice, and it sucked up all that broth. So whatever we have left from eating this with the meat, I'm going to make rice pudding. If we have any left, I don't know. Quick and easy. This is how I make my rice, and of course I'll add some more. Let me do that now. I'm gonna add some butter. You need to add that while it's warm, hot, you know. And this is some salted butter. It's half a stick. So hopefully I won't have to add any more butter. Not butter, sorry, add any more salt. Because I don't like cooking with a lot of salt. I have high blood pressure, and so does my younger brother. My sister doesn't have it, and I don't want her to get it. So I try to cook with a lot of seasonings, but not a lot of salt. Besides the pot roast, you know, it's got a lot of salt in there from the Hidden Valley Ranch packet and from the gravy packet. Worcestershire sauce had some salt in it too. So, but yeah, once this melts, we'll eat. Probably not going to eat any till tomorrow because I have one more serving of the burrito. I'm going to make that burrito for dinner for myself. And I'll tag that video for the burrito. And you know what I forgot when I made the burrito? I forgot to put rice in it. And I had sour cream. So I went to the store, got a pack of Uncle Ben's instant rice. You know, you just put it in the microwave, heat it up. And that's what my sister and I have been using for the burritos. And then I got the sour cream. She liked it, and she's like, make it like that again next time. It's like, okay. I wasn't sure if it was going to be too spicy for her, but she's like, no. But there it is. And when I make my plate tomorrow, I will add that to this video so you'll see it. And here's my Mississippi pot roast and rice. Well, that's it, YouTube family. Thanks for coming along as I made the Mississippi pot roast. I hope you try it. If you do, leave a comment. Let me know how you like it or if you don't like it. But I'm pretty sure you will. I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate you all. Have a good one. Bye for now.